special forces brutally massacre Russian soldiers on the streets of Myrnohrad. Today, the Russians hurried to announce an alleged encirclement of Ukrainian forces in Myrnohrad, but this proclamation of victory came a little too soon. Ukrainian special forces have just conducted one of the most extensive clearing operations around the town, eliminate Russian infiltrators, and keep the supply route secured. The Russian Ministry of Defense triumphantly announced that its forces had successfully encircled the Ukrainian defenders in Myrnohrad. According to Russian state media, troops advancing from Rodinsky had captured the settlement, and with Russian infiltration groups penetrating deep in Pakovsk, they had allegedly cut off all supply routes and placed Ukrainian logistics under fire control. Russian Chief of General Staff Valery Gerasimov even reported to President Putin that the encirclement of Myrnohrad and partial encirclement of Pakovsk had been achieved. Russian military analysts celebrated this as the first major non-traditional assault successfully carried out under conditions of Ukrainian drone dominance. They praised their infiltration tactics, calling them a systematic and precise operation that forced Ukrainian drone operators to retreat far enough to stop being effective. But even in their triumphalist rhetoric, contradictions abounded. Russian analysts claimed that while Ukraine's elite brigades had supposedly escaped from the encirclement, the remaining troops would still be difficult to eliminate as Ukrainian drones continued to supply them. At the same time, they alleged that Ukrainian drone operators were pushed away, a claim immediately disproven by their own soldiers. A video filmed by Russian troops in Pakovsk showed the sky swarming with Ukrainian drones, more than a dozen visible at once, hovering and hunting for targets. Within hours of the Russian claim, Ukrainian drone operators released geolocated footage of how Ukrainian units are actively clearing Russian infiltrators from Rodinsky, obviously spoiling an encirclement that never materialized. Although small Russian assault groups had indeed reached the outskirts and briefly entrenched in several abandoned houses, they never managed to dig in. A Ukrainian BTR-4E armored vehicle from the 14th Chervona Kalina Brigade entered the settlement under the cover of reconnaissance drones, identified enemy positions, and opened fire with its 30mm cannon. It pursued the infiltrators through several streets until all were eliminated, sparing Ukrainian infantry in the settlement the trouble of clearing the Russians out themselves, before safely withdrawing to rear positions before Russian drone units could respond and target the vehicle. The brigade later confirmed that Rodinsky remained under Ukrainian control and that cleanup operations were continuing. This exposed the Russian announcement for what it was, another premature declaration meant to please political leadership rather than reflect battlefield truth. Meanwhile, the fight inside Pakovsk itself took a dramatic turn, addressing the increased activity of Russian infiltration groups into parts of the southern and central districts. The Ukrainian command deployed its most capable hunters, the Special Operations Units of the Main Directorate of Intelligence, acting on the direct orders of General Krylo Budanov. Special forces arrived to coordinate with regular Ukrainian brigades and begin counter-sabotage sweeps across the embattled town. Within the first hours, they captured several Russian operatives, including members of Russia's own main directorate of the armed forces, highlighting just how valuable this access is to the enemy command. Drone footage soon surfaced showing a Ukrainian operator camouflaged among trees and ambushing a lone Russian soldier advancing down a local road.
Вот он, на дороге. Командир, вот.
The encounter ended swiftly with the elimination of the Russian, showcasing the close-quarters nature of combat in the area and how Russian soldiers are told the same lies of the town's capture, resulting in zero tactical awareness of Ukrainian soldiers still controlling Pakovsk. Ukrainian intelligence units continue to work alongside airborne and mechanized troops, clearing basements, warehouses, and the outskirts, eradicating small Russian groups before they can regroup. Recently, Ukrainian Phoenix drone unit destroys Russian tanks, Grad system, and 50 troops near Kostyantynivka. Ukrainian border guard drone operators from the Phoenix unit have conducted a highly successful strike operation near Kostyantynivka in Donetsk region, inflicting heavy losses on Russian forces. According to an official report from the unit, their UAV operators eliminated multiple pieces of equipment and dozens of enemy soldiers in a single coordinated action. During the operation, the Phoenix UAV unit destroyed 2 Russian tanks, BM-21 Grad multiple launch rocket system, and about 50 enemy troops. The scale of the damage underscores the precision of growing efficiency of Ukrainian drone warfare units, which now play a decisive role in halting Russian assaults and degrading their firepower across the front line. The Grad launcher is particularly notable as it remains one of Russia's primary tools for area bombardment and infantry suppression. Eliminating such a system significantly reduces the intensity of shelling against Ukrainian positions in the Donetsk sector, where battles continue almost daily. These actions mirror Ukraine's border shift toward networked drone warfare, where reconnaissance and strike UAVs operate in coordination to track, target, and destroy enemy assets in real time. As Defense Express previously reported, Ukrainian National Guard drone operators from the Karadag 15th Brigade have successfully identified and destroyed a multiple launch rocket system supplied to Russian forces by North Korea. The footage of the strike released by the brigade provides another piece of evidence confirming Pyongyang's growing role in aiming Moscow's war against Ukraine.